regard, the outline for today, we've got a number of issues sort of to cover through the course of the program. We've got 2 hours today to cover off, I guess, some of the FBT basics. We're not going to go necessarily back to basics, but we're just going to go through some of the key issues that we just need to consider on a year-on-year basis to ensure that we're applying FBT in the right way and dealing with the issues in the right manners. Walk through some of the common FBT exemptions which we need to address, need to consider. Walk through just some of the common benefits and understand just different expense payment, property and residual type benefits. Again, being key to understanding where the exemptions otherwise apply as well. Finally today then we'll walk through, I guess, cars and car parking. We might not get a chance to deal with car parking depending on how we go with time. That might be carried over to tomorrow. Then tomorrow you'll have another presenter tomorrow, Elizabeth Lucas, who travelled around Australia with me to do all the state presentations as well. Elizabeth will walk through then entertainment, other various fringe benefits provided. Then we'll walk through some of the practical elements of salary packaging and issues to deal with in relation to salary packaging. And then finally finish off with payroll tax issues and other workers' compensation issues and dealing with global employers with some of the challenges coming through on that. So days split into 2 sessions, and the presenters will also be split, so you'll enjoy Elizabeth's company tomorrow. I guess just before I carry on at that point, the key issue, I guess, to hit off on is that of an update on FBT. FBT's largely been untouched over the past couple of years, really now. There's been a few small things come out of some NTLG minutes from tax office interpretation, but largely unchanged and no real significant issues which have come to head. The one key issue, I guess, that's really there is that around the global employers, which you'll touch on tomorrow, and Elizabeth will walk through some of the practical aspects of dealing with some foreign employers. So moving into it, just to walk through, I guess the key issue of a fringe benefit again is that you've got a benefit that is being provided to an employee or an associate of an employee by the employer, an associate of an employer, or otherwise under an arrangement in respect of the employment of that employee, and of course excludes various benefits such as salary and wages, superannuation, etc. The key issues in that definition is really who is an employee, and for that purpose, and I'm going to actually have to jump forward a slide here. Who is an employee? It deals with both current, future and former employees. One of the things, I guess, which is to note and may or may not be relevant for people is just the ATO's interpretation of former employee. I guess in that regard, if we've got an employee who's left our employment and is still receiving benefits, and those benefits have arisen because of their employment and they're still really being rewarded for services during the time of employment, then they're going to be classed as a former employee and fringe benefits will still